This is question number 17 on the June 2015 calculator paper. Okay, let's have a look at the question. They said the line N is drawn below. So this is the line N, and within the question itself, they've said to us that find an equation of the perpendicular to N that passes through the point 0, 1. So let's look at each of those bits of information. They want us to find the equation of a line which is perpendicular to the line N, and that the line that we need to work out the equation to passes through 0, 1. So there are a couple of key bits of information that you need to make sure you understand. First of all, the fact that the equation of a line is y is equal to mx plus c. M stands for the gradient, and c is where the line meets the y-axis. Okay, so one of the things I've noticed from this is that 0, 1, if I looked at this point on this axis, 0, 1 would be over here. And 0, 1 is going to be where my line is going to meet the y-axis. So in the case of this particular question, C is going to be equal to 1. Okay, what we need to find is M, the gradient of our new line, the line that we're going to write down the equation to. And how do I need to do that? Well, I've been told that the gradient, the equation of the line that they want us to write down, that line is going to be perpendicular to this line here. So I first of all therefore need to work out the gradient of N. So gradient of N. Remember, gradient is rise over run. Okay, and I'm going to draw myself a right angle triangle with where the slope or the hypotenuse is M. And you could do this any size you want, and you could draw it anywhere along the line, but do use the grid lines to help you so you do it accurately. And that's the triangle that I'm going to use. Its base is 2 and its height is 2, 4, 6. So the rise is 6, the run is 2. That's 6 over 2. So the gradient of this line is going to be 3. Another maths fact that you need to know is that the gradient of perpendicular lines times together to give you -1. So 3 times something is going to give me -1. Right, so I need to think about what number times 3 is going to give me -1, and that is going to be, well, 1/3 times 3 is 1, minus 1/3 is going to be the gradient of this new line that's perpendicular to N. So M, my new gradient, is going to be 1/3. Okay, so if I shuffle this up, so we could write out and look at my answer. Remember I said the equation of a line looks like this, y is equal to mx plus c. I needed to find M and C. I've worked out that C is 1 from the fact that my new line is going to pass through 0, 1, 1 on the y-axis. My gradient is -1/3. So here's my answer. Y is equal to -1/3 x plus 1. So I've replaced M with 1/3 minus 1/3. I've replaced C with 1. This is a straightforward question, but you need to know your stuff. You need to understand the fact that the gradients between perpendicular lines times together to give you -1. You need to be able to work out the gradient of a line and read and understand a question.